Hi, hey, hello. My name's Julia, and guys, I to admit something to all of you. I like men. I didn't start off this way. Like, when I started estrogen, I was exclusively, I'm gonna say kind of bisexual, but like 90% women, 10% men, and I was like completely inverse. Um, I don't know why. I think maybe when I saw La La Land for the first time, it activated some sleeper cells in my brain, and now I like men. If only there was like some website that could have prevented me from watching the movie and then lusting after Ryan Gosling. How I wish such a website existed. Oh my god, wait, it actually does exist, and it's called Plugged In from our friends over at Focus on the Family. Focus on the Family is a Christian evangelical think tank that hates trans people. I'm pretty sure that's like one of their core pillars of their institution. And they're also very pro life. That's all you really need to know about them. They have a very strong presence among evangelical churches across the United States. And this video specifically is a follow up to one of my previous videos about the Christian grift. Although today I'm not really going to be going into the Christian grift necessarily, I'm just going to be explaining more the culture around Focus on the Family, specifically how they review media, like how they review movies, music, TV shows, all that stuff. And I'm going to be showing one of my friends who is not evangelical, did not come from the evangelical church, has no idea what Focus on the Family is. I'm going to be showing her this website, and we're going to suffer through it together. And you're also invited because you're obviously watching this. So yeah, let's go and get to it. Okay, so right now we're we're try. Okay, so I'm incorporating this section. This is called Focus on the Family Fun. Michelle knows all about Focus on the Family.
F-O-F-F-F-O-T-F-F. Focus on the family fun.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so we come from very different backgrounds.
Do you want to introduce me before you
Oh yeah, that... Right, okay, this is Michelle.
Hello.
She's a roommate.
A roommate.
They were roommates. No,
They were roommates.
we are just roommates.
Two girls sitting on the couch with the Danny DePillow framing us in between. Anyway, so we are roommates. Thank you for inviting me on the channel. Is this your first video with a collaborator?
This is my first video with anyone. All my other videos is just like...
It's an honor.
It's not... Yeah, no. Michelle Vazzi, the first collaborator.
An intellectual equal.
Yeah.
Coming to the table to discuss.
Shout out her harm reduction work.
Shout out. Anyway, what do you want to ask
links.
me about?
Yeah, okay. So I come from, like, evangelical background, right? Like, Focus on the Family. So, for context, before this part, I put a little blurb kind of explaining what Focus on the Family was, who founded it. It's founded by this old guy who, rest in peace, James Dobson. He just passed a bit ago. Gender neutral bathroom. And he Focus on the Family was like an evangelical think tank for basically evangelical values in like all spheres of life, but specifically the family life. So like they deal with like raising kids, like culture, like around that sort of stuff. The churches love it. Mm-hmm. My mom loved it. Everyone yeah. And because I came from an evangelical background, this was very, very like heavily involved in how I grew up. So like a lot of the like teachings from Focus on the Family were things like corporal punishment's okay because you need to instill the will. You need to instill the will of God in your child.
But of course.
Of course, yeah. And
naturally.
Okay, just like
Sorry. Not to make light of your childhood trauma. As somebody who, I guess, okay, so Julia told me that she wanted me to give a little bit of a background of my own sort of spiritual/religious upbringing, which I have to say is a world apart from the gauntlet that you walked through. I would describe my spiritual/religious upbringing as being kind of a hodgepodge of more than anything social and cultural sort of external pressures than it was like real self-volition to pursue my own like faith or spiritual understanding. My extended family being Italian Catholics from the sort of New York, New Jersey metropole, I would say that to give you a sense, like my sister and I were baptized as infants into the Catholic Church. And I think we maybe went to like a totality of 7 Sunday school classes. Sort of the stereotype of what they
Only
say
7?
that. Well, I mean, who was keeping count? Certainly not me.
You guys never learned about Sodom and Gomorrah.
No, I mean, well, I can't even really tell you what I remembered and what I didn't. The whole kind of like relationship that I had to like Catholicism as an institution was like, this is just like a thing you do. The same way that like your mom makes you go to soccer practice or to some extracurricular. We go to church, to Sunday school, like that's what we do. But it felt more like ritualized as like an expectation on behalf of the family than it was like we care about you developing like an authentic relationship with God, which I think is an experience that a lot of people have from various like sort of faith backgrounds. But like, you know, didn't have a communion, didn't really do anything seriously in sort of like that sector of religion. Fast forward to like my later adolescent years, for a variety of, you know, major developments in my family's life that are beyond the scope of this YouTube video. My dad...
It's like a beach therapy.
Yeah. It's like the SpongeBob time jump.
Oh my god.
My dad introduced or was interested in attending Unitarian Universalist
Shout out.
services. So I actually did have probably the most like self-engaged sort of like spiritual community at the Unitarian Universalist Church in New Hampshire. Shout out, a great UU congregation.
Oh, and like just like for like we're like on polar opposites of like the country because
I didn't say where I grew up.
No, I'm like from the like the fucking south. Like
yeah.
In Charlotte, Charlotte's where Elevation Church is. Are you
the mega church?
The mega church. It's like
it's
like genuine. There's so many mega churches in Charlotte. I grew up going to this one. I don't think I showed you this. I'll show it to you in a second. But yeah, you grew up in.
Well, so I grew up in New Hampshire. Sorry, not to dox myself from 10 years ago. But grew up in southern New Hampshire. We live in Boston now, so I've seen.
This is true.
Of this so-called United States. I've lived 45 minutes from where I lived most of my life now, so I haven't gone too far, but I'm a Northeast baby. I would say, yeah, like culturally, religion has a very different place in the American South than it does in other parts of the country. Even sans having an advanced degree in theology can make that generalization.
But even the like kind of like degrees here, like Harvard Divinity is woke.
Harvard Divinity is
it's so
Harvard
fucking
is woke, and also the integrate. It's very confusing.
Yeah, just to give like a taste to everyone watching and to Michelle, this is a clip taken from last Sunday in preparation for this video. I don't think I showed you this last Sunday. No, from Calvary Church. So I grew up going to this big ass church called Calvary. It like looked like a crown. Shout out Calvary. I learned there that gay people go to hell. But
I cannot fucking wait.
Okay, you're
voice.
Okay. No. Try to guess what the first word he's gonna say is. Just take a guess.
Okay, I've guessed it. Do I need to kind of like keep my guess to myself like a wish, or do I say it out loud?
Okay, just like say it.
Shame.
Okay, you're not far off. We'll just.
That feels like the vibe he's evoking.
Okay.
Orgies, students, college, orgies. I hear of orgies on the university campus. Orgies, of course, are not confined there.
I just know the
Orgies. I love them.
It's like it's crazy looking back because it's like it's just so over sexualizing everything.
So what's the context of these remarks? Is he kind of weighing in on hot button issues of the day?
Not even. Like he's
Not
just
even?
like he's talking about like walking in the spirit and how people who walk in the spirit don't have orgies.
Interesting. I think that I'm sure that this has been, that we've probably trod on, but it's like the ways in which religious types are so, like, you know, they condemn and push away sexuality, but also embrace it at the same time. I don't know, like, how to
No.
but it's the both and of their relationship to it.
They want to control sexuality, which is why like they're so focused on like patriarchal, like anything that like deviates from like the heterosexual patriarchal norm, where like a man is the head of the house, a woman submits to him, it's man and woman. Like anything that deviates from that's considered like abnormal. At least that's how I've seen it play out. Okay, but
moving on.
Moving on. The main focus. Okay, so I've already kind of given the background and focus on family. Today we are going to be looking at Focus on the Family's website for content called Plugged In. What Plugged In is, so Common Sense Media is kind of like the secular version of this. It's like what's appropriate for kids? Like, is this appropriate for your kids to be listening to? And like, I guess you can like have like some like.
It's sort of like watchdog journalism type vibes.
What's
with that idea of like, I mean, well, I don't know, that implies something more like, I don't know, like substantively investigative, but this is really just from what Julia has shown me. Spoiler, this is not a completely authentic first-time reaction because a few weeks ago we watched the movie I Saw the TV Glow, which has a lot of woke, controversial themes about gender identity.
Actually, let's go to that. I'm gonna put spoiler alert here for I saw the TV Glow. Skip to the timestamp.
I have some familiarity with what this website is, which is basically a blog with an intended audience of faith-conscious parents who want to make sure that they and their families are informed about the themes and the sort of profile of spiritual risk for the media that they consume.
Well, yeah. I watched I Saw the TV Glow, and like I got the trans demon in me.
Exactly.
I had invited the trans demon.
I know.
So like, what's really funny about this is, they don't like even necessarily like understand what the movie is about because they're so focused on analyzing it from like this like Christian lens.
It's very forest for the trees.
Yeah.
As far as like, are you?
Well, okay.
How? It's like a part of me, you know, like what I yearn for is real cultural criticism. I'm like, nowhere in this profile does it say how it made you feel.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, and like the like themes are just like so like it okay, so like hold on. Let's like if you, so we're assuming that you've seen the movie or you don't really hear about it being spoiled at this point, but just for a quick recap, I Saw TV Glow, two like friends in high school. It's like a weird not horror, like sci-fi sort of like into like
dystopian,
bisexual lighting, trans, like
Phoebe Bridgers, Sloppy Jane, made in a lab for
Caroline
Polachek.
Literally, they cooked this for us, but it's like they cooked this for us, but like they don't even understand the like the undertones. Like the obvious undertone from the movie was like, it's like, what if you spend your entire life pretending to be someone you're not? I'm pretty sure the like director went on to say that was like because
Jane Schoenbrand.
Yeah, well, because like they're non-binary, and then like and like it's implied that like Owen, or I don't know what the girl's name was in the show, but like that like they're trans, and here like in the sexual and romantic content, Maddie, yeah. Okay. Another, it's like they like have an entire section for like every kind of vice, and they have one for sexual and romantic content. One afternoon, Maddie reminds Owen what they both already know, that she likes girls.
What about you? She asks. Do you like girls? I don't know, Owen says. I think that I like TV shows. Oh my god.
Asexual king. Or, well, okay.
Representing so many of us.
But like she's trans. Like, maybe like...
I don't know. I think that what's interesting is that the reviewer cannot wrestle or contend with the sort of like inherent ambiguity. Like there's many different ways to analyze the themes of this movie. Gender and queerness is definitely a popular one that I think has gained traction both from like the director of the film and the actors being queer. So I think that that's, of course, a patina over the film and like how it's interpreted by audiences, what have you. But this more or less gives a rundown of themes that parents, guardians, and the like might want to be aware of. And I guess like it's interesting because
it's not even like to be aware of content wise. It's just more like, does this align with like Western Christianity? It's like that's like the like lens that like they're looking at through, which I think it like because like. In the common sense review, like the fact that that she's lesbian wouldn't even be pointed out, but like this is a very big point.
Yeah,
lesbian representation in a movie.
I would like to see it. We watched Tar last night.
We did watch Tar.
That's evil lesbian representation.
Okay, that's
As
true.
one Letterboxd review said, to quote that Letterboxd review, "The Joker for lesbians." Tar 2022. Anyway, you said that there are other reviews on this website that you would like to show me.
Yes, I did. Okay.
These will be authentic reactions.
Okay. Yeah. Well, as authentic as we can get. Did I go? I think I did a Subway with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So also to give the audience an overview, the review categories, can you scroll up a little bit? They review on Plugged In by Focus on the Family, movies, TV, music, game, books, and YouTube channels.
Yeah, no,
oh my
I'm
god,
next.
do we think that
I'm
Julia
next.
Hussar
Yeah.
is going to be profiled?
Well, no, I really feel like this is just like they're like looking like what our kids are watching and are like, let's like review it because
I see.
like someone that
Where's Mr. Beast?
Oh
I
no,
need the
he's somewhere.
rundown.
He's somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's actually? It's like so weird. Like Nathaniel Bandy's like this obscure Nintendo YouTuber, and he's just like, it's like definitely. Oh, and like Hammond, like this like a kids.
You know, when you make it on page 2 of pluggedin.com search results, you're really in the big leagues.
No, these are also chronological. Oh my god, do you know who Stuart and Cliff Nettle are?
Of course I don't. This is an
Do you-
upside down world
okay,
that you
wait,
are
I-
so tapped into.
I
Beyond
d-
belief for me.
I kind of want. That might be a little bit off topic. They're like these insane debate bros, and they like go to like college like campuses, and they like debate people in the
So they're
circle.
trying to be Steven Crowder, like they're just dick riding.
No. They're like Charlie Kirk, except they.
rest in piss.
Well, we can't really say anything about Charlie Kirk,
No.
or else. Okay.
Or
Oh my god, Miss Rachel.
Miss Rachel Toddler.
Okay.
videos.
What does Focus on the Family have to say about Miss Rachel? Let's see. She has a master's degree in education, began making it. Okay, pretty positive. He was diagnosed with speech delay. Okay. That's when she decided.
Rachel Accurso. That's the name of a movie star.
Okay,
in my
wait.
opinion.
Okay, so positive content. Okay, she assists parents. Okay, cool. She teaches concepts with it. Do you think they're going to say something about the fact that, like, she had a child from Gaza?
I don't know. As far as well, it's interesting. I mean, there are, first of all, many Christians in Palestine, so to be able to
Shout out.
like
Free
pigeonhole
Palestine.
free
Shout
Palestine.
Shout out.
The pigeonholing of, any one faith or religious group as falling like outside of like the realm of acceptability.
Focus
is
on the Family is,
suspect.
like-
they're obviously
Yeah.
radicalized
They're, like-
and very right wing. But I didn't see I feel like the way that this blog comments on gender and politics isn't so like on the nose. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like actually very like desanitized of like specificity. It feels like I don't know, is like trying to not live in like too complicated and messy of a world. Let's see. Here it says,
Oh my god. They got the
Rachel-
gays.
Miss Rachel exploded in popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic, but that popularity likewise brought her personal beliefs under scrutiny. Here we go. Specifically on other social accounts, the teacher has posted her support for LGBT causes. See, so that seems to really be like the thing they're flagging in a lot of this is queerness.
It's like also the fact that like a team member featured identifies as transgender and non-binary, and she's grown. So she's grown increasingly politically off of her YouTube. Okay, so like they're not like attacking her for like the Gaza thing. Well, like,
no, but
did
that's,
that happen then?
Well, no, so
That was
that's what I'm
25,
saying.
no?
Well, I think that genuinely, and I I mean, no disrespect, I don't think these reviewers have the range.
No, they don't. They
to
don't.
cover, like, the nuance, sort of, like, I recommend, I'm sure maybe viewers have seen Lindsay Ellis's YouTube video about Miss Rachel. I would say
yes.
is
Oh
a
my God.
great
It
sort
is
of,
so
like,
good.
analysis of, like, that whole situation. But, like, I don't think the people reviewing on PluggedIn.com as contributing writers have the range to talk about Miss Rachel's stances on Gaza. So anyway, that is sort of like they use particular language to dance around it, but they do make a point to single out queerness. So
Yeah,
that's a theme we can keep in mind as
That's
we move
like
along.
no, that's like such a recurrent theme. Like even on like on the subway, it's like positive content.
Yeah.
None. You're telling me singing about a lesbian breakup doesn't have any positive content? Like,
I think
Many-
many of us are healed by that.
no, this is so funny. Many, if not most of us, have likely suffered a romantic loss that leaves our heart feeling shattered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is pretty relatable, right?
Very relatable.
But it normalizes the same-sex relationship context she's coming from, and she's very clearly lamenting the loss of a female soulmate.
Yeah. This is like, that honestly seems to be the only, or one of the only critical lenses through which they are evaluating content of whether or not there is like a tinge of overt queerness in
Well,
it.
there's also a shirt that says "Praying for all you hoes."
Yeah, so misappropriating tradition.
This is a guy who thinks that.
Adam Arholes. You think I'm gonna look at this man and give a fuck about what his opinion is on the pop girls of the day? And listen, because I saw that they reviewed the Gaga remix, the Dead Dance too.
Oh, yeah,
I have
wait.
to say about
Let's
Miss
go to
Mother.
that. Yeah.
And I know that Lady Gaga has probably
Okay.
been enemy number one on this
Michelle's
forum.
a monster.
Don't, a little monster. Don't
Michelle's
play
a
with me
little
about Lady
monster.
Gaga. We were last talking about Lady Gaga's sort of general relationship with Christian/religious symbolism and imagery throughout her pop career, but this is a PluggedIn.com track review of the Dead Dance, which was kind of just like a one-off, like, remix that she released, so kind of curious that it picked up traction here. Let's see their content concerns. This is like, it's so funny how they give the most like textualist literal interpretation of lyrics. That said, music's ability to bring anyone back from death is necessarily a metaphor and not something to be taken literally. Still, Lady Gaga doubles down on the notion that dancing and music are primary ways we experience life and hold on to hope when death, like, disappointments overwhelm us. Okay, so...
Well, what if you were to take it literally? Like, would that make the song, like, instantly Satanist or something?
I don't know. Like, it wants us, I guess, to sort of contend with those questions.
Well, yeah, it's like, that's... Okay, so, like, they actually don't really go hard on this one. It's like...
No.
Yeah, it's
They
like...
go easy on Gaga.
They go... Yeah, and this guy...
They got my guy Adam on the beat covering the girls, I guess.
Okay, no.
Good for him.
We have to go...
What's up next?
Okay, let's see,
For music. I don't think we looked at this one.
I don't think we looked at... Okay. Let's see.
You know what I have to say before we get into this?
Okay.
It would be interesting to be like, what's the PluggedIn.com take on Sabrina Carpenter? Because on the one hand, you have like the overt depictions of like female sexuality, and then on the other side of the coin, you have the like, almost like, I hate to say, but like trad sort of devotion to like, well, this song is sort of like pushing back on that and like making fun of the man-child thing.
That's
But
what, like, it's like critiquing, sort
the
of.
album
like album cover.
being man's best friend,
Yeah.
and that's sort of like, at the end of the day, like, devotion and longing to like the heterosexual like paradigm that
Oh my God.
Sabrina Carpenter is like imprisoned in, like this like how digmatized she is, which like I understand, I've been on the front lines in that respect too.
I
But like
haven't.
how, you know, is that, you know, kind of contended with through this review, because it's like she's like too horny, but also like she is gonna stand by her man. You know what I mean?
Okay, but like it starts off by saying, on one hand, she's clearly having fun as she playfully skewers male ineptitude. On the other, one can't help but wonder if she's ever had a relationship with anyone who's non-insecure, infantile narcissist.
Baby, she's in her 20s. It comes with the territory, right? Or is she older?
You
I
said
don't
your phone was broken. I just forgot to charge it. The whole outfit you're wearing. God, I hope it's ironic. There's so in evangelical culture, they like really hate when women push up. That's like one of the things they really hate.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they're not really gonna like
This spot.
this. No. There's Lil here that takes the marks.
For positive. The best we might say is that perhaps Carpenter longs for a man who love her as a grown-up and equal, not as someone stuck in the morass, great word, of arrested development. That said, even sifting that interpretation out requires some effort. So they're saying not much substance to contend with here. Objectionable
Oh
content.
god. She admits that she seems to attract guys who are, as she repeatedly sings, little more than a man child.
And I like my
They feel called out.
They
That's
feel
what it
called.
is.
So that is also the
That's
thing,
what I think it
because
is.
I think like and not to even generalize this to like Christianity, but I'll just say like patriarchal culture broadly produces men who simultaneously think that like they are dominating at the top of their shit, but also like so helplessly incompetent and arrested in their development at the same time. So I think that like it's interesting to be like, I don't know, like shooting the messenger when like patriarchal virtues like create, I think, that kind of like, or can contribute to that kind of attitude in men.
It's just like the fact that like this like whole album is supposed to be like, my biggest issue with this album is that like I just felt like it just dragged on for too long. Like I wish there was some more variety in the songs. Like I think it was a little bit too tongue-in-cheek sometimes, and like I get like that's her whole thing, but like they just don't understand the like joke or the culture that like this is set in.
The winking.
This is so
and
funny.
The nodding at the zeitgeist.
A few lyrical moments are, well, just me. Stupid? Or is it slow? Maybe it's useless, but there's a cute for it. Fuck. There's a cuter word for it. I know. Yeah, it's like
yeah, I think it's very clear in just even like a cursory scan of a lot of these blogs who the audience is for.
Why are women mean to me?
Right.
Michelle, why are women mean to me?
But they make a point of like being like, this is the number of F words that pop up in every song.
A couple
of F words. Like, it's, to me, the intended audience for this is parents. I really can't imagine who else would be like seriously consulting this.
No. Okay, you say that. When I was in evangelicalism, I remember in like 6th or 7th grade, I was like taking my faith seriously. I was going on this website unironically. I'm not even kidding. I was going on this website unironically.
Okay, so my follow-up question, when you were reading these blogs, in that frame of mind, were you engaging with it as like, this is a compass for me to curate what I consume?
Literally that's what it was.
Okay.
And like, because all I ended up consuming was stuff, like, this was before they started like reviewing like Christian artists, so the only artists I would listen to were like instrumentalists because they couldn't really like do anything. Like I think the worst thing was like there's this band or this group I think they broke up called Two Cellos. Are you
not familiar?
Yeah, I think the worst thing about Two Cellos is the fact that I was totally horny for both of them.
Let's take a look at these boys.
Dude,
oh my
look
god.
at them. They're so fucking fine.
They
I'm
look
sorry.
like AI Property Brothers.
No.
I love them.
No, they are.
I'm horny for them too.
In 8th
now that you bring it up. I'm horny for the one on the right.
They are so fucking hot. And okay. So this kid.
Oh, I like this one.
There was this. Oh my.
I like that one. Anyway.
Okay, so
you were feeling temptation.
I was feeling temptation. Pugden never warned me about the temptation I might feel from listening to Two Cellos.
No, they never warned you about that one.
This was also Adam.
Adam, so they just got him covering all the music.
Well, no. I think like they have a team.
They must.
Damn, he's really good.
So they're really hitting a lot of the big releases of 2025.
We did Luther.
Kendrick. Miley.
Disease. Oh, good luck,
More
babe.
Chapel. More Gaga. Okay.
Women's World. Okay, the song was kind of no, it was like ass.
Yeah,
But,
wow.
oh my god, please.
So would you would read this blog kind of as a guide for like, was your consumption of content in walking in tandem with your spiritual path?
Yes. Was this gonna lead me closer to Christ? Like that was like the kind of thing I had. So it's like, it's this really weird like frame of mind where like you can't consume any media unless it's like okay.
Yeah.
And typical like, well, I don't know if I told you this. Do you know what Braveheart is?
Well, in what context? Like the movie?
The movie, yeah.
Yes.
I watched Braveheart when I was like fucking 12. Because it was okay because yeah, there was sex and there was violence, but it was straight sex.
Right. Right. That is acceptable.
And Mel Gibson was.
I have to say, I doubt it, but do you think that they've reviewed Heated Rivalry?
Oh my god! Yes, yes.
Let's go check it out. I was wearing my H-Puck hoodie before. That would have been more on theme for this. I got my Smashing Pumpkins on. But yeah.
They did Pluribus. They reviewed Pluribus and they get out on the fact that she's lesbian.
Yeah.
Too much woke.
I feel like Heated Rivalry is actually so explicit that it hasn't even like passed the threshold.
Honestly, that might be it.
Can be covered.
I'm not saying it here.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's not for the intended audience. Yeah,
no.
Unless we've got like some like Fujos of God that are tuning in. I don't think they have reviewed Heated Rivalry.
They have chosen adventures.
But boy, that would be. I'm actually happy they did.
Wait, actually, let me.
They did Abbott Elementary.
They did, yeah. Heated Rivalry.
It's on the do not.
It's on the
list.
yeah. It's on the blacklist.
The blacklist. No,
damn.
It's actually too gay. It would explode their.
Okay. Oh wait, no, these were track reviews. Wait, no, I just showed you the like album reviews.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like.
Okay. Benson Boot version.
Were there specific ones you wanted to show me?
Yes, there's one very specific one I did want to show you.
Nice.
They did. Do you guys remember? Or do you remember Skillet? Like I know like people watching this.
I just like don't. It's interesting because I'd say a lot of my familiarity with these Christian artists is just through like them being like fucking memes. Like, or like, I don't like seeming like memes. Like, I know, like, you showed me that video of like Forrest Frank or whatever. Who, like, I don't know, Forrest Frank, Benson Boone. They're different guys, but they're kind of like the same.
They're like different.
Purposes in my brain. They're like the same font of white guy, sort of. I don't know, I guess Benson Boone is like more secular, but also like doing a backflip
he's Mormon.
He's
Mormon.
There's something about him that gave like I feel like being able to do a backflip like that, like I could just imagine him at a megachurch.
No, he's channeling he's channeling Satan when he's doing the backflips.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not a god. We are doing this. I've been saving Brat. The album. The fucking no, fuck this, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Are you bringing in the record?
I'm bringing in the record.
Bring in the record.
I'm fucking bringing in Brad here. It's Brad's covering up. Oh fuck! Am I gonna screw up Danny DePillo?
No, you can put it.
Okay, I'll put it.
Does that look good?
Yeah, we're talking about Brad. They did a review of Brad. I've only skimmed it.
I have not seen this.
She has not seen it. We're in the era of the vulnerable pop star. These days, it's in vogue to create music about wading through the daily grind of everyday jobs. Okay,
Or failing relationships. They're situating her in the zeitgeist. Relatable.
Yes. Authenticity.
Is authenticity its own artifice?
Everything in here is Brat. Charlie is controversial and harsh at some points. At other times, her lyrics grow more personal. The songs range from recounting cute days with boyfriends, exchanging bedroom gossip with girlfriends, to delivering tirades about the state of feminism. I mean,
tirades is so charged.
They're not like wrong about that though. They're
not wrong about it, but it's again like it harkens back to the framing. I mean, I don't know. Like I was listening to an interview yesterday where Brat was basically summed up as like, or Charlie herself has said like, Brat is an album about like
the culture.
But even like zooming in deeper than that, it's about the complications of like female relationships and femininity to a certain extent, whether that's being explored through the lens of fertility, of sex and romance. Like I'm curious to see how they are going to interpret those themes here.
It's like funny because they like honestly like kind of like talk about that.
Yeah.
Like Sympathy is a Knife and Girls So Confusing. They like talk about like
feature moments where Charlie opens up about the difficulties of being a woman.
Yeah, and then Everything is Romantic. She talks about how to find beauty in everything, even the low. And Mother, oh my god, they fucking love motherhood. Okay,
right.
So one thing, this is a very good point to bring up. Focus on the Family is like one of the leading pro-life groups.
Of course.
Like they lobby so much for pro-life. If you go to like their main website, that's all you'll see. So, like, of course they're gonna dedicate a whole paragraph to, like, motherhood.
Right. I think about it all the time.
The joy, no, alluding to the joy and privilege of parenting.
Charlie XCX actually supports spawning the next generation of God's messengers. Is what this is all about.
We're brats. We're brats. Hashtag brats for Jesus.
Brats for Jesus. Interesting.
In Rewind, Charlie sings about her desire to go back in time to when I wasn't showing on.
I love that song.
Okay, I'm sorry. This reads like a fucking like 7th grade essay. It's like
Yeah.
This shows that the author wanted the.
That's what I meant before when I was saying that, like, these, and again, with all respect, like, as somebody that's been like an erstwhile freelance contributor to bullshit websites that with content that no one reads, like, I just
People read this though. That's the thing.
But that's the thing. See, not even to throw stones, because there clearly is an audience for this. But like, these reviewers don't like have the range that they think they have.
Yeah.
Or rather, it's not even that they don't have the range, it's that they, I guess, are living in the fact that their range is just limited to being like, does this meet the threshold that we've determined of like
Yeah.
acceptability for consumption?
No, yeah, it's like it's like like you were saying earlier, it's like pigeonholed into like this really narrow worldview that centers conservative Christianity, and
Yeah.
you'll really see them in content concerns.
Yeah.
Where they, oh my god, dude, they go on about this. Okay,
As a larger theme of the album, being a brat is complicated.
no more brats for Jesus.
No more brats for Jesus.
Oh,
so
God.
they talk about like the actual, you know, the way that the term brat is like contextualized in the associations with it. So it says, on the internet lately, being brat has grown to encapsulate the cool girls who smoke cigarettes, fit in with the fashion trends, and carry a lifestyle of non-stop partying and excess.
No,
What could excess mean in this context?
I'm like,
Ketamine? Anyway.
I love how they like specify the like smoking cigarettes trend. It's like we've regressed back to smoking cigarettes.
We have regressed, and I am a
society.
one angel in the choir. We share a similar desire to create a perpetual cycle of partying.
Oh my god!
The goal is to be a 365 party girl. Fuck! I should have worn. I have a T-shirt that says 365
Oh my
party girl.
god!
I should have put it on for the video. That was an oversight on my part. So yeah, they talk about like obviously the themes of like drugs, alcohol, nightlife that are prevalent in the album.
This is so funny. On the where the goal is to be a 365 party girl who meets in a bathroom with other brats to snort cocaine and drink at the club all night.
You know, dissertation writing.
That's a snapshot of the album. A blurb over consumption and harmful decisions. And much like the parties that Charlie describes.
Songs grow much darker.
Brad ruined my life.
Brat ruined my life.
Brad made me,
I don't know. Like, this is another thing that I think is interesting with the whatever this worldview is toward consuming media, any type of media. Like, do you think just by like seeing messiness, imperfection, human ambiguity portrayed through music or media, is that good? Like, it's almost like this like leper theory of like contagion. Like, seeing these depictions will necessarily have this impact, and it's like, I don't know, like, can we like see like raw like artistic depictions of the human experience in all of its like colors without like, you know, thinking that it's gonna bleed onto other people? Like, can we have like neutrality around that?
Well,
I don't know if they can.
So evangelicalism is derived from a strain of objectivism, or fuck, no, not objectivism. I'm not a philosophy major. I just like know the basic terms of modernism. And modernism arose, or specifically Christian modernism, arose in the early 20th century, late 19th century, as like science was getting, like after Darwin published his theory of evolution, they're like, okay, shit, we need to have some objective truth. So enter the modernist era where the Bible is objective truth, and there's no room for like deviation. So that's like why the plurality of like different people, like that's why queer people freak them out. It's like, you're not supposed to be like this out of the box. Like, we need to categorize you. untracked Charlie's lyrics were real, her depressive state and suicidal. Oh my god.
She asked herself why I want to buy a gun, why I want to shoot myself. Yeah.
But it doesn't even acknowledge the fact that like these are just real questions that people ask. Like,
No, exactly.
I mean,
like this is part of the human experience is contending with mortality, and like if asking yourself the question, do I want to be alive, is not something that we have to like jump to have concern about. This is not me being like, it's good to like promote suicidality with youth. That's like such a reductive interpretation of these bigger questions, because
oh, wait, hold on,
like I don't know, I mean, not to get like too personal or whatever, but like the youth that I knew growing up who were raised in fundamentalist Christian spaces or in evangelicalism, who struggled with their mental health and like the ways that like many young adults coming into the world do, I think that like they felt, from what I perceived, even more pressure in navigating those challenges because of like the way that their faith, you know, viewed mental health or other like signs of deviance like, as weakness. Like if you are having mental health concerns, if you're having depression, anxiety, you're not
praying enough. You're not.
Yeah.
No, I was like low key, like what, like one of the craziest things in like middle school youth group, they like literally fucking tithing to mental health. They're like, if you don't give enough money to like the church, you're not worshiping enough. Therefore, you're mental like. And like they basically pressured us into giving them money, like as like fucking middle schoolers.
Talk about a grift.
Talk about a grift.
Talk about a grift. And that is, you know, it's many things. Above all, disservice, especially if you are trying to assure young people of this idea of like a loving, unconditionally loving God.
Well, they don't want to do that.
I guess they don't want to do that. They want to
scare people into. The other thing about this is like the fact that like they could have like totally chosen like a biblical because like you're like they're not even doing their like biblical interpretation well, because like this is like talk to any biblical scholar, like this is like one of the things like throughout the Hebrew Bible is like the fact that like constantly people question God. It was like a sign of like, or like you're supposed to almost like in like the ancient like Hebrew text, like they saw it like as a sign of like you're wrestling with God. And then it's like, because this is just so superficial cookie cutter Christianity, it's like this surface level. She's atheist. Oh my god, the horrors.
Right. Generational trauma.
Mean Girls. Oh my god, internet savvy. She glamorized descriptions.
Isn't there, you know what I'm interested in is that this lyric didn't, when in talking about the song Mean Girls, they didn't single out in the review the lyric about her fingering the gold cross. Like, cause that's the thing, like, Mean Girls is like, cause I mean, obviously we know that song is like making tongue-in-cheek references to like Dasha Nekrasova, like that sort of ilk of like edgy girls that you could argue like appropriate certain like religious aesthetics. Yeah. But even that I think would be a more substantively rich way to engage with the song using that lens, but they don't. That's too much mental effort.
That's way too much mental effort. Come on, no, this is...
I should be a contributing writer to this website. I think I would be giving more analysis. I mean, I have no credentials as far as like the loving God stuff.
No. That's the awesome part about it. You can grift.
Right.
Michelle, you don't have to believe this. You can just grift.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
Do you think that like Adam wrote this?
I don't know.
No, it was Jackson Greer.
Oh my god, guy with a shitty mustache.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm talking about.
He definitely listens to Forrest Frank.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Put simply, Charlie claims that it's cool to be brat now.
Cause it is. It's so cool to be brat.
Bumping that. Yeah.
Bumping that.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Careful listeners would be wise to do the same and avoid this latest release altogether. That's what they're gonna say. Every good album that came out in the last year you should avoid because it's satanic.
Well, like
oh my god.
Shit.
I wonder what they thought about Torture Bullets. I have no range to speak on Taylor. Honestly, I don't care. No offense.
Oh my god.
I don't care.
They fucking went out on.
Yeah.
Wait, this is killing me. This is killing me. Wait, lead single Fortnite. Referencing a 2-week period of time, not the popular game Fortnite.
Different spelling. That's a Succession reference. Great show.
I like love how like far around we've come to like the point where like they like have to make sure like parents are like,
yeah, we have to wade carefully.
We're not talking about the game Fortnite. That's its own, like, if you wanna wait, is this a link? Fuck. If it was
It's
a link
not a
that would
hyperlink.
kill me.
Wait, that's interesting.
Wait.
But Daddy I Love Him tells the tale of a rebellious girl's love with a wrong side of the tracks kind of guy, and it paints a nasty picture of judgmental churchgoers.
They feel called out.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
like,
God.
don't bring us into it.
Well,
Don't bring us into this.
I just
Oh, another song that spiritualizes love and intimacy is Guilty as Sin. Oh, I knew they were gonna have a field day with this one.
masturbation. Oh my God.
Suggestive lyrics hint at sexual fantasy and masturbation.
These.
Oh my God.
Swift then asks, without ever touching his skin, how can they be as guilty as sin? Oh my God. What if I roll this? Oh my God.
There are many more instances.
Oh, they go at this. Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So this is what I'm saying about the intended audience, because they're like speculating on like, what does this mean? And that should give us, the album content, pause when it comes to our kids and the messages they're ingesting.
Oh, Adam Holes again.
Adam Holes is
It's
so
Adam-
back.
Well, he really doesn't like
All the harsh profanity.
harsh profanity.
More pearl clutching. Or the glorification of reckless intimacy. So they see, that's the thing, like they even though like obviously like, you know, straight people get a pass, like there still is a
sexual purity.
There's a squeamishness around sex.
Yeah, because sex is supposed to be this holy thing. I don't know if I ever told you the story. In my youth group, they had this analogy. They're like, when you get married, if you've ever had sex, every single person you've had sex with, just imagine all of their ghosts behind you as you're getting married.
Whoa.
And they're like, that's what it's like to have sex before marriage.
I
And
always,
it's like, it's so weird.
I always heard, you know, that kind of like age-old story of like
Or the gum.
the chewing gum.
Chewing gum, yeah.
Sort of.
We just have Weezer in the middle of it. That's so fucking funny.
That's so funny.
That's amazing.
They're like, Weezer's good, because if you're listening to Weezer, you're probably a virgin. So
Honestly,
that's walking in
true.
God's path.
True.
Sorry, no offense to Weezer
True.
fans. I just had to,
that's
you know,
so true though.
do a cheap punch to the gut for you there.
And like, it's so random. Like, why the fuck did you
Why are
just
you
do
thinking about Weezer?
Like, Green Album too.
Yeah.
What's like interesting about the like Clips album is Malice converted to being Christian, but like his conversion, like it's more of like it's fascinating because even though he converted, they still don't like the way he converted, if that makes sense. Like,
what do they single out?
they say, oh yeah, this is funny. On Chains and Whips, Kendrick's feature, where they say, with an explosive rant against the current government, he says, I don't fuck with that kumbaya shit when speaking of the administration. Famously, Jesus was killed for being in complete accordance with the Roman governor.
He did nothing wrong.
No, they loved the Romans. Jesus loved the Romans. The Roman government loved Jesus. Totally wasn't an enemy of the state.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely nothing politically radical or deviant about that whole situation.
Literally. And the rest is just like, yeah, like gang stuff.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Stuff we deem unacceptable.
Yeah.
I don't care. Okay.
But yeah, that's like plugged in's whole thing, and they like for movies specifically, they like do this thing where like they like have like rating systems based on how like heavy content it is.
How like objectionable the content
Yeah.
is? Okay, how did
Well,
what do you want to show me from this?
I mean, well, we're watching Whiplash tonight.
We are
so
watching Whiplash tonight.
let's prepare our hearts.
Let's prepare our hearts
Our
and,
hearts and minds for prayer.
Yes.
Heavy. Let's see, how many fucks does this have?
Too many.
They count. Oh my god.
And before the verbal abuse is over, we hear close to 100 F words.
They just like keep count. Like it's literally. Do you know what it makes me think of? Oh my god! Like back in the day, watching the YouTube channel CinemaSins. Every time they would clock a CinemaSin, which like whatever it was, they would have a little like ding. I feel like they're doing that like mentally for the F words.
That's literally what they're doing though.
piece of-
Focus on the family. Let's go to their main website right now. They just to give you a general tour of what Focus on the Family is about.
Helping families thrive in Christ. TM.
Marriage, parenting, faith, pro-life, culture, shows, get help. This
The
is,
7 genders.
wait.
No,
Is that,
I was no, the big man.
yeah, and Jim Daly is the current guy right now. My mom, oh my god, my mom can't get enough of this guy. Jim Daly.
He looks
I
like
thought I was pro-life until I
saw an ultrasound. Wait.
wait.
What?
Is this making the argument that seeing an ultrasound makes you
I don't
pro-choice?
I guess. I can
Wait, what?
A diversity of opinions. This is
Hold on.
Side tangent.
Oh no! It just rattled her confidence.
That is a clickbait title.
That's a clickbait.
That's a clickbait
Damn.
title. They're doing clickbait.
Damn. Okay, but they have a specific website. No. Okay, so hold on. Is Boundless? Yeah. So Boundless. So in Christian culture, there's this really weird trend of kids getting married, and when I say kids, I mean like 18-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so strange and
like just legal adults.
just legal adults, and they try to like encourage people. So like this website is like for newlywed couples to find apartments, and it's like actively encouraging that cycle of like dating for like 5 months, getting married instantly, and then buying an apartment, having kids, and raising God's little army that's going to spread the word.
Damn.
It's so weird.
That's
It's like
weak.
it's like a baby.
No offense if like you're fulfilled walking in that path, but I
No,
get the
like-
sense that a lot of people are not.
Generally, no offense, but like I've heard so many stories from Calvary of like instances where like parents have pressured their like if their kids started dating in high school, they would have to be married by the end of like either senior year or like the first few years of college, or else they wouldn't be allowed to date anymore and like they'd be kicked out of the house. It's like so fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
It's like this ultimatum. It's like either you marry and you have babies, or you break up. And like I know people like who this has happened to, and it's like Focus on the Family is a very big component in this. They encourage a lot of this, and they're so well plugged in with churches across the United States and sort of disseminating this propaganda. It's so weird. I'll probably just go a few more things because I have to finish making bread. But I wanted. I get that bread.
Julia makes a loaf of bread every Sunday.
I
That's
do.
Her, like,
Well,
trad
it's
wife
Saturday.
ritual.
It's
Oh, it is Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Over the weekend. Wait, time doesn't exist because it's a 3
do you well, okay, no, that's for damn. Did they
really integrated media ecosystem?
They do.
On
They
this website.
really do.
Like that's the thing that's the most I guess fascinating about it to me is like a true sort of external spectator is just like how many different domains and like points of entry exist for different demographics within I guess this like world.
Do you want to watch a video to see what they're showing no, I'm not doing a fucking podcast. They love podcasts. So when I was a kid, my mom would famously listen to Adventures in Odyssey on the radio. That was her whole thing. Oh my god.
Start 'em young.
Start M Young, literally.
On that Jesus approved content.
Do they have
Slop.
like no, this is just like all podcasts, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, no, okay.
Clubhouse Magazine.
Articles. Read together as a history of Jesus crucifixion. Yeah, this is just like a totally normal thing to show kids.
Yeah.
I
will say, in terms of just reflecting on, like, Christian content for kids, I remember, like, this is also just, like, an example of, like, what a weird relationship I had to religion growing up. Because, like, I did, like, watch VeggieTales. Like, I remember we had the VeggieTales DVDs, and I really enjoyed watching them just because I thought, like, the animation was silly and stuff. But I think all of the religion just went, like, completely over my head because of how, like, non-secular I was raised.
And like no, and like VeggieTales itself, like the creators, like honestly, as far as Christians go, he's way like
chill.
He's very moderate. Like I would say he's like leaning like towards like a traditional. In this Christian household, we're raging leftists.
Indeed.
But I would say Phil Vischer's more of like a moderate, leaning Democrat kind of figure. Damn, I guess that they took down that website. There was no that's I do kind of want to see this new 20 Years Later movie, but it's it's heavy.
Very fine looking.
Dirty. Ralph Fiennes. Damn, did they really? Hold on. No. This will not. Where's the culture? Here we go. Daily Citizen. What is Daily Citizen? It is. This is.
Oh, you showed me.
I think I did. It exists to be your most trustworthy news source. You go on here, and the first thing. Free course helps parents. Oh, okay. Our Christian worldview is more than our apology. This is going too fast. Boys out girl sports. It's like just like anti-trans stuff. That's like all this website is.
Layered legacy. Oh my.
Okay, well, that was plugged in, and honestly, I feel like I don't really have much to say about it, aside from the fact that what you read here just kind of reflects the larger evangelical Christianity movement in the United States. And it's also kind of scary considering the fact that we're living in a political moment where the people writing this kind of critique are actively running our government. Honestly, I feel like critique might be too generous. This isn't even necessarily critique as much as it is reading media through a very narrow lens. So when they say that they want to ban media that's like inappropriate for children, this is sort of the like litmus test that they're using. And obviously they can't necessarily enforce these norms on Hollywood, at least yet, but we're already seeing attempts of conservatives trying to take books out of children's school that might be deemed too offensive, too woke, or too pornographic. That's been an assault that's been thrown around. But I do want to build off of the Christian Griff video I just like put out a week ago. So if you guys haven't seen that, I put a link up here. Please go watch it. It would really mean a lot to me. Just to build off of this video, and honestly what Michelle said at one point during our discussion, this serves as a really good guide to reinforce beliefs for parents without engaging in any critical thinking. There's like no critical self-evaluation, self-reflection done here. Something is just positioned as being adjacent to being gay, and yeah, that's automatically bad because, as we know, nothing good has ever happened from being gay. Ever. And going back to my own attraction to men, Plugged In was not able to save me. So until next time, I'm sorry, I will be attracted to men, Ryan Gosling specifically. If any of you watching this look like Ryan Gosling, feel free to comment and I will see what I can do. Yeah, I guess that was it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.